Some say life is boring, but I disagree.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Create with J.Pace. That's my YouTube channel that I have going for my photography and art stuff. I'm J.Pace, also known as Jennifer. Currently I'm sitting, this is my little shoot space that I've just rearranged my living room, and I'm actually working on a YouTube video about that because it's quarantine time. I have lots of time. I'm working kind of part-time. I'm down to like 6 hours. I'm on unemployment. It hasn't come through. I'm 5 weeks in. So here we are, expanding our creative outlets and talents into video and YouTube because I'm mainly a photographer and I mainly stick to Instagram. And I've wanted to do lots of these types of things. I just, you work. I worked 2 jobs, and before that I was in school. So I just didn't have time for this kind of stuff. So today I'll be doing a boudoir shoot, and specifically a self-portrait shoot. We're in the shoot space. I'm going to show you my little setup I have for myself, and then I'll also show you like me taking pictures of myself because it's just kind of interesting. People wonder how you take self-portraits. I tend to use a self-timer, or at this point I bought a little wireless remote, so you'll see that when we clip to that. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing today. And then in general, I'm just trying to work on expanding my creativeness and outlets and the things that I'm really focused and interested on, and really actually like doing those things, because currently life is still just so much in limbo, and who knows when it's going to go back to normal. I usually work in restaurants, and like I said, I usually have 2 jobs. Currently I worked at a restaurant, but I haven't been back there since March 9th. And then I work part-time right now as a photographer for a clothing store, but it's not an essential business. People aren't really buying things, and so I am working from home, and I only work between 6 to 15 hours, and thus that's why I'm on unemployment. And so that's where I just want to expand and focus on the things that I want to do and that I'm interested in, because at the end of the day, I don't want to work for somebody else. I'm a creative being in person, and photography is my passion and my life, and I enjoy having a camera in my hand. Boudoir and fine art are definitely my favorites, but I also want to expand into conceptual and fantasy, as well as I love just a good old portrait session. I like working with people and creating scenes and setups, and so I just want to share that via the internet, because that's how we share things in general in our generation, as well, with all of the social distancing. So, this is my way of trying to connect with other people, and again, on other platforms and other ways. I am mainly on Instagram as J.Pace Photo. Everything is linked at the bottom, so you'll see that. But let's get back to this video, and I will chat some more at the end. Alright, so as I said, you can see me now. Hey guys. This little area here is my kind of shoot space that I have just created over the last week. Before, I was actually just kind of shooting in this little hallway space, and I was using this curtain rod, which I can still do that, and I like that because I can change out this curtain to different colors, and it's just easy. I don't know about you guys, but I do a lot of DIY photography, or I'm not an 80s child, but I was born in 89, so I think about MacGyver a lot, and, for you young people, MacGyver was a dude who you could give him a paperclip, and he could build you a rocket ship with it. Okay, extreme, but something like that. So I like trying to find other ways to create things. So instead of a traditional backdrop, a very easy way to have a backdrop is to get some sort of bar, and curtains are great. And like these ones are pressure, so it's between the 2 walls that keep it up. So that's really nice. And then as we pan back over here, like I said, big mirror, flowers. I mainly do boudoir and fine art. So I just like that aesthetic. And then if you have just a wall, another option would be to have a curtain rod like this one that's attached to the wall. And then again, you could just change out curtains. You could probably, this one is a really nice thick bar. You could probably put the roll of paper on that and hold it, because this is like super screwed in. I moved in here and that is attached to the wall. Like I can't take it off. So that was interesting. But yes, so this is the space. And then tripod. Don't mind my cat litter boxes. We'll do this. Yes, my tripod is over there, which I guess I would say I'm going to stand right here in the center of this rug. So if we look at where my camera is, look how perfect my hand covered that up on the right. Yeah, blocking. Censorship. Anyway, say that's probably about 6 feet. I'm working with this is my Canon 6D. I always shoot with 85mm lens right now. It's a knockoff Optech. Never heard of that brand before myself. Here, let's get closer to my camera. So yes, we're discussing camera. This lens is a knockoff. It's an Optech 85mm. I like it. I like 85 because I follow this one photographer, and I asked her once what lens she used because I really liked the blur effect she seemed to get with her backgrounds, and she told me it was an 85, and so that's why I bought this. And then right now my 50mm is broken, and you know, this is where patrons, love you guys, because I need $150 to fix it. So till I have extra funds or my unemployment comes through, which I have to pay basic life things. But that is something that is on my list of things to get fixed so that I could shoot with it's a portrait lens, so I can get a whole body. You can't necessarily get a whole person with this lens unless you're far away. So that's why I have it set up all the way over here so that I can hopefully get myself in a shot there. And then we'll come over here, and I already took like a shot. I'm not gonna get too close because again we're keeping the YouTube PG. But then I can also, you know, show it a little bit because I'm gonna edit this for my patrons, and so they can see that I have this set up, and you can see kind of like it's turned, but like my legs aren't all the way in the shot, my head's still kind of out of it. So if anything, I need to pull the camera back just a little bit more so that I can get more of myself in there. Or I did make it so that I have space. I could pull myself back, which means I would have to go back towards the vase there. But you will see all of that a little bit while I'm shooting. So I'm gonna figure out a good spot to place you guys, aka this camera, so that you guys have a good view of me shooting myself for self-portrait. Hey guys, sorry, I forgot one thing. So this is my Michelle Obama bag, which I'm sure 25 million people will ask me about where I got this. And I can't tell you, cause it was a gift. But it's Michelle Obama on a swing, everybody. Just let's gaze at that glory real quick. Focus. Yes. Okay, back to why I had to clip back this. But yes, so this bag one is my go-to bag. It has all of my things for boudoir shoots for myself or when I'm working with other people, including other models. I let them pick from it if they would like. I always wash everything thoroughly. You know, we're in a pandemic. Not sharing any clothes. Disclaimer. But I clipped back because, so I placed this bag here. This is my shoot space. Pretend the bag's me. That's me, right? Because I'm sure I thought about this. I'm sure some of you wonder how I actually get my photos in focus, especially because this lens that I'm using is a completely manual lens. So I have the bag there, and there's the camera. So I'm going to go behind the camera, and we're going to focus the camera on the bag. And I pretty much try and make sure that the smaller details of the bag are in focus so that thus I am in focus. And then I will take a test shot to see and then make adjustments from there. But yes, I thought you guys might want to know how I get my photos actually in focus as a self-portrait photographer. So hey guys, you're just going to see me posing just a little bit. I'm going to give you guys a little clip. Most of this kind of content is for my patrons. So yeah, I have this little wireless clicker. This is the main way that I take my self-portraits. And that's what you're going to see right now. My camera's behind you.
Yeah,